Here's the question that decides whether your pricing actually works. Are you charging for your hours or for what changes because of them? When I started my own agency, I priced myself low because it felt like the safe number to defend. I told myself it was temporary just until I'd built a client base worth pricing properly for. But it wasn't temporary. It became the default for the best part of a year. It also meant that every time I got faster at the job, I billed fewer hours for the same result and got paid less for it. But nobody warns you about that trade when you're starting out. Most freelancers make the same mistake without ever noticing it. Hours in, price out. It feels fair and objective. Say a job takes 5 hours today and 3 hours next year because you got better at it. Same result for the client, but less money for you. Is actually punishing you for getting good at what you do. Value-based pricing flips the question completely. Instead of asking, how long will this take me? Instead you ask, what does this outcome actually fix for the client? And what does it cost them if it never happens? It changes the whole negotiation because the client stops arguing about your rate and starts talking about what the result is worth to them. Before you quote anything, run it through 4 questions. What outcome does the client actually get? What does it cost them if this doesn't happen? What's that outcome worth to someone at their level? And what's the minimum price that keeps this client worth taking on, given everything else you could be doing with that time? Most people can rattle off the first question without thinking. It's the 4th one people skip. And it's usually the one that saves the deal. Answer those 4 questions honestly, and the number tends to show up on its own. It stops being a guess. This isn't about confidence. It's about running the numbers before fear gets a vote. That's not a mindset shift. That's arithmetic, done properly instead of guessed under pressure. Here's the part most people get wrong once they've finally raised their price. A client pushes back and the instinct is to justify it line by line, hour by hour. Don't. Say the number, then stop talking. The first person to speak after a price is named is usually the one who weakens it, and it's almost always the freelancer filling the silence. Maybe they ask for a discount instead. Same rule applies. Repeat the outcome and hold the pause. Here's one thing you can do today. Before your next quote, write down the outcome in a single sentence before you write down a number. Something like, this fixes your pipeline for the next 6 months. That's what you're paying for. One sentence, decided in advance, not invented on the spot under pressure. Let that sentence set the price and not the clock. If any of this landed, hit subscribe. There's a new video like this every week. The full breakdown is in the article linked below, along with the pressure loop audit if you want to see where else fear might be set in the terms in your business. Everything you need is in the description. Thanks for watching.